Previously on Paranormasight, the Mermaid's Curse.
Yes, please proceed.
You sure? Because I'll do it. I really will. There's no telling that what may happen.
Quit stalling.
A bird!
Bird jump scare.
Yeah! And now, back to the abyss. And dive for some more treasures, baby! Those ranks are not gonna go up by themselves, are they? Hello, everybody! User Ravens here! I'm back here with Seth! Hello, Seth!
Yeah.
I think every time I'm just getting more incoherent by the intro.
That's the point.
Anyways, we're back with Paranormasight, the Mermaid's Curse, and yeah, we shall continue on with Arna Barnup's story. Well, as we all say to him, Avi. Because we are already way deep into his story, we might as well continue.
Yep, keep her going.
We are balls deep into this. Afternoon, Tapa City, Ijuka Town. Hello again, Arna Barnum back. Arna Barnum's back on the scene. Allow me to summarize. As suspected, Igoma contacted us today. I don't even have to do a summary. Yay! Telling us we'd have to wait a little longer before we could meet the descendant. Thus, figuring out he had no intention of letting us meet her anyway, we decided to use Circe's ability to go looking for the descendant ourselves.
Who exactly are you talking to?
I'm merely setting the scene, really. Feels like it raises the stakes, no? Makes it feel more like a thrilling adventure.
Sure, you got me all worked up. But I'm trying to concentrate, so could you please stop distracting me?
Oh, right, sorry. Okay.
Sorgy. Accident.
And any burps, any burps, any burps, any burps. No birds. This is the town of Ichika in Topa City. The area is one of many in the area renowned for its ama divers. And one is fucking dead. Oh yeah, right. So I told you this last night, but yeah, the name of the ama diver that went to look for the treasure. Yeah, her name was the one that the fisherman said the mermaid that the Unka found looked like. The one with the entire body of a fish and the face of a human.
Okay.
So yeah, now we know the aftermath of that person. Fucking dead.
Deado, not coming back.
Yep. Although she must have lasted a lot in pain while she was dying, slowly but surely while transforming into a fish, because for only the head to be left, yeah, no, she must have suffered a long time.
I don't even want to know what that feels like.
Yeah. Circe is completely focused on dowsing right now. There are several types of dowsing techniques, but it seems like she's using a pendulum. It would seem that the necklace she wears can be used for such a purpose. The closer you get to the target, the stronger the pendulum swings. Yeah, that's nifty.
Yeah.
Circe is using her dowsing ability to search for the descendant right now. What's that? Doesn't her dowsing only let us look for spiritual energy? And on top of that, doesn't she have to be familiar with the energy she's looking for? That's right, I was thinking the same thing. However, Circe was perfectly prepared. Before parting with Ikoma yesterday, she asked him to hand him to hand the Aaron box to the descendant when he paid her a visit. She said the descendant ought to have it, since it is so deeply connected to Taishima's history. Ikoma agreed on the matter and would apparently go through with it. Assuming he did, hand it over. Then the Aaron box, with its massive amount of spiritual energy, has fallen right into the lap of our target. Now, Circe just has to use her dowsing to locate the box. At least that's the plan. Yep, that's what I think she was gonna do. Well, yep. She seems focused. Best not to interrupt her now. Oh, do I just keep thinking? Alright, yeah, just making really sure that there's no more birds. However, her dowsing's range is limited. With the spiritual energy the Iron Box possesses, its range is probably just 2 to 3 kilometers. That's short for you? That's basically the entire of Honjo. Again. So we had to narrow down the target area somewhat before starting our search. So, any idea where we might start looking for the descendant?
I think Mr. Ikoma said something about visiting her several times before she finally agreed to talk, didn't he?
He did, which would mean that...
She doesn't live far away.
Yep. She must live close enough for him to have paid her frequent visits.
Yes, exactly. So, I think it'd be best to start searching the towns within Toba.
I see. But there are quite a few towns in the area, right?
About that, when we parted yesterday, Mr. Ikoma mentioned something else that stuck with me. When you asked to meet the descendant, he said he'd probably drop by later anyway, since he also had to handle the matter with Miss Suma.
Right, he did say that. So basically...
The descendant lived close to Suma, right?
He said it like he would drop by while he was in the area, so they likely live close to one another.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Those towns with many Ama divers are top candidates.
Yeah, you're on fire today. So that means we should probably start by searching all the towns in Toba that are home to a lot of Ama divers.
That's right. We can make our way up by searching along the coast for starters.
It'd be nice if we'd at least learn the descendant's name.
We might have a lead on that. Think of your research into the past of this place.
Alright, I believe the name was... what was the name of the Taishima survivor? Oh yeah, so it was Somekawa, right? Unless I'm mistaken?
I believe so?
Okay, was it in Culture Society? Fuck no, the Traditional History. Invasion of Taishima. Three Mermaids, was fighting folklore, Yoshitaka, take advantage of. Kuritaka Sumitaka, take his nephew. Was related to the daughter. Distance. Yeah, the only survivors of this tragedy were two mermaids and 2 islanders that had successfully made their escape from the island. Ayase had in fact stayed behind as bait to allow the others to escape. The 2 surviving islanders were Princess Hatsune and a man named Somekawa. Yep, there we go. Yep.
Somekawa.
Oh yeah, and also, so the 2 mermaids and the 2 islanders. Okay, yeah, Hatsune and Somekawa, but also the 2 mermaids. Here's what here comes the thing that I realized that I told you last night too. So here's the thing. What if? What a fucking if? I'm gonna have to go to persons of interest. What if Yumeko is a mermaid that turned into human? And that's why she knows so much about...
My brain is like calculating it.
And that's why she knows so much about Ryugu. And how she knows all about those things on the immortality. And how they even last 800 years, immortal. Yeah. Because how would she know that they last 800 years?
Yeah, like my brain is calculating it.
Like, that's my theory at the moment. Okay, so, yeah, Somekawa. Somekawa, that's what Taishima survivors, was called. If there are any descendants, then they may still bear the same name.
That's right. It's another clue we can follow.
And so we ended up spending the morning traveling along the coast, from one fishing town to another. But yeah, so also by rewatching some other people play it, yeah, I remember that all the islanders on Kamishima, or the very least, Kawaka. How was the fucker's last name again? Kawaki? Wakamura. Yeah, this fucker, Wakamura. Yeah, basically, he said that his mom, Harue, was very different person. Hare Minakuchi, aka Mare Somekawa, wasn't a descendant of the islanders that killed the people in Taishima. He was one of the survivors of Taishima from the people that raided it. So not from the people that raided, but from the people that were on the island.
Yeah.
So very different. Yes, yes, and so we ended up spending the morning traveling along the coast from one fishing town to another. This is the fourth town we searched so far. It's about time we actually find something. Well then, perhaps it's about time I checked in with Circe to see how things are going. So Circe, what's the situation?
Want to give it a try?
Huh? Really? Will it still work if it's me?
I'll still be holding the pendulum, but you can see for yourself if you'd like.
Call on me intrigued. I'm in. I'm in.
Alright, just take this. Just like this.
he's just freaking on his knees.
He's just on his fucking knees. I'll hold the pendulum. Direct me to move in different directions to see where it reacts.
Yeah, yeah, you got it. Very well, bring it on.
The pendulum won't respond right away, so the trick is to point it in one direction and wait a while. Once you find the spot where it reacts the strongest, just shout that you figured it out.
Got it. When it comes to yelling, I'm your guy. Yeah.
I love him.
I love him.
You know who it fucking reminds me of?
Who?
Fucking Richter.
Yeah.
Richter from the last game.
Oh, yeah. Although
Except
he's
a lot more vocal about it.
Yeah, and also he's not really the brightest book in the shed.
But yeah,
in the shed. I completely butchered the saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, here is swinging a little. So what if we go a little bit here? Okay, still swings a little. Swinging a bit more, I think, maybe.
I imagine he'd be more in town, right?
Yeah, no, most likely. Oh! We have a reaction.
Oh.
There, right there. Oh.
Not quite. The reaction should be much stronger than that.
Oh, okay.
It takes a little time for it to react, so if you move around too fast, it might be hard to notice. We'll be searching this place high and low for information.
So that's how it works. Got it. Okay, I mean, this is pretty fast, so...
We're in the right area.
Yeah, we're in the right area for this. Whoa, okay. Yeah. I think that's it. I think this is it this time. There, right there. Okay, yeah, there we go.
You got it.
So that means it's somewhere up there?
Well, it may still be a bit further out, but at least we figured out what direction to go.
I knew it was about time we hit the right spot. Alright, let's follow this thing and see where it leads us.
Right. This is it. It's the apartment furthest back on this building's ground floor.
Got it. Hello? Anybody home?
Oh, you don't hesitate, huh?
We're here on behalf of Mr. Ikoma. No answers. Guess no one's home.
No, I can sense a presence.
Hello? We'd like to talk about the iron box. Oh, hello.
What is it? Ah, you two, Avi and Circe, is it? So you're the ones who found that iron box.
Yes, that's right.
You know, I never talked to foreigners before. I'm so nervous I can hardly think straight.
Please, no need to be so tense. Mrs. Somekawa, I promise we're both harmless and cheerful.
Right.
Ma'am, you look very dead inside. Although, to be fair, you were much better some years back.
Nah.
This is Mrs. Somekawa's home. Even with the lights on, it's really dark inside. Even though it's daytime, the shutters are kept tightly shut. You can hardly hear any noise from outside either. She was more willing to meet us than expected. The iron box proved ever more useful than I thought. Nice work, sirs. I'll show you to more onigiris senbei later.
No, that's adorable.
She was more... Oh, okay, send dialogue. At a quick glance, I can't spot anything that looks like a Tamatebako in the room. I suppose it makes sense she wouldn't just kept it out in the open. Nope, same thing. She may look calm on the surface, but I know she must be excited to peek inside a traditional Japanese home. Well, a wooden apartment like this is pretty old school. I can see why she'd be geeked out. She's a weep.
I'm so glad we got a chance to talk with her.
Okay, talk about Mrs. Somekawa. Allow me to emphasize what an honor it is to meet a descendant of Taishima.
Who's to say it's even true?
I suppose your family must have lived in this town for generations? She got here 5 years ago.
Nah, I moved here a couple of years back.
Oh, why is that?
That's got nothing to do with the two of you.
Ah, fair enough. Then if you don't mind me asking, do you have any other family or relatives, Mrs. Somekawa?
Why?
But apologies, I was merely wondering if there are any other descendants.
Don't know, but I'm probably the only one left. That too will come to an end soon enough.
Oh? What do you mean by that?
No more than what I said.
So she's a descendant of the last Taishima survivor. The way she dresses make her look older, but I'd say she's probably around my age. I thought she'd be difficult to deal with, but now that we actually met her, I'd say it's more like she's extremely cautious, the type to never let her guard down. I can't even begin to imagine the kind of life she led. Still, the fact that she's wearing traditional clothing is actually quite charming. I've hardly seen anyone wearing traditional clothes since coming to Japan, which was a bit of a shock, to be honest. It's not like one of my Japanese animes.
Nah.
So, do you live here by yourself, Mrs. Somekawa?
That's right. Where exactly did you come across the iron box?
I followed this map that was in my family's possession. Supposedly, it was left behind by the Onmyoji who sealed away the curse of Taishima.
A map, you say?
It led us to the iron box. It must have been resting at the bottom of this bay. Since it's such a valuable artifact deeply connected to Taishima's lost history, we felt we absolutely had to tell you about it, Mrs. Somekawa.
Oh yeah?
If I may say so, I noticed your interest in the iron box. Could it be you already knew of its existence?
I didn't know it was a box, but I've been told something still remained of the island.
That makes sense.
Speaking of that box, I don't suppose there was something inside.
Yes, inside was a record detailing how Taishima was destroyed, along with information on the curse of the raging waves.
A record?
Oh, allow me to fill you in on the details. And that sums it up. Such a horrid man, wouldn't you say? Massacring the people of Taishima because he wanted to find a mermaid that bad. The grudge is left behind by the events coalesce into two separate curses, and ultimately, Taishima was destroyed along with everything else. He's keeping the curse stone detail to himself at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm sure it must be excruciating to hear the tale of how your ancestors' home was destroyed. But I believe that that story should be passed down so people can learn of Taishima's true history, wouldn't you agree?
That was all recording in that box? And that was all the recording in that box. Oh, we're gonna talk about more a bit later on, okay?
No, we better wait before broaching this topic. If she realizes that we're after the Tamatebako, it'll only make her more cautious. By the way, you may consider this the curious whims of a fantasy author, but would you be able to elucidate me on some of the stories that have been passed down in your family?
Now I get it. You also came here because you wanted to ask about mermaids, eh?
You got me. Alright, you got me there, it's true. But can you blame me? As a fantasy author, it is in my blood. If mermaids truly do exist, then I must sate my curiosity.
I knew it. Whatever your motives, you're not getting the Tamatebako. I'm not falling for one of Ikoma's schemes.
Bro.
I'm not gonna share the family's legends of Taishima with just anyone.
Did you just say that Ikoma is after the Tamatebako?
Oh, so you didn't know? Well, he is. That's exactly why I hid it somewhere no one will ever find it.
I see. It must be very precious to you then. Well, I'm ready that iron box found its way to you then.
Damn, I don't get a lot of voice lines in this.
So, was there a curse stone inside the iron box?
A curse what?
Don't play dumb, there must have been one.
Well, I gotta be honest. And you?
Yeah, that's probably best.
So you already knew about it. There was indeed a curse stone inside.
That's what I thought. And how about a trade? You two want the Tamatebako, don't you?
Oh, a trade.
That they don't know, an afternoon is a bay offshore. And only those. Oh yeah, this is where this is the what Sodo saw when Avi and Somekawa went by the boat alone, and then Circe was left behind. Got it.
Okay.
I didn't think we'd be going this far out. You certainly shook me when you said we had to take a boat all of a sudden. To think that Tamatebako would be hidden at sea. What an incredible plot twist.
Well, of course he would be hidden at sea. She's an ama diver, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. I guess that's what, that's just the writing in me coming through. That is all too thrilling.
You sure can talk.
Oh, believe it or not, I'm actually holding back. I can actually go on and on at great lengths once I get sorted.
That wasn't praise. There's nowhere to run on an island. No matter where you go, someone's always near. It's always too loud, grating on the ears. The sea, though, once you get this far out, is nice and quiet. Nothing but the sound of the waves. No taking, no irritating folk or commotion. Only fish swimming without a sound. This is fine. Stop the boat.
Because of the people of Kamishima always scrutinizing her?
Yep.
Okay, I see no birds. No birds. We're somewhere off the coast of Tomat City, occupied only by the sound of the waves and the cries of seabirds. Did she really hit the Tamatebako here, in a place with no landmarks whatsoever? That if it's at the bottom of the ocean here, how are we supposed to retrieve it? Ama diving, doofus. Mrs. Somekawa used to be an ama diver. Could she be planning to go down and get it herself? What the fuck do you think?
What do you think?
Buddy, he really is not that bright.
I can't shake the feeling that there's something behind me.
I wonder. Oh! Shikigami!
Oh. What the fuck?
Do you remember what Shikigami was?
No.
Okay,
Not off the top of my head, at least.
Wait. Culture, society. Wait, no, it was a phenomenon, I think. Shit. Where? Okay, paranormal, core trace, core stones, psychic, curseberry. Fuck, where the fuck was the Shinigami thingy? Shikigami. Once I see something related, I'll remember. Somi Shodai. Okay, yeah. I think it was here. Nope. Okay, no, not here. Nope. Yeah, not the Heike. Terno Tatamori. Not this guy either. Ah, god damn it, man. Why can't I remember? But okay, so basically a Shikigami is like fuck, I don't know how to describe it, but it's something made of paper that somebody made with psychic powers or shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pausing. So, okay, I don't know where the fuck was it that I read it in the files, but basically, Shikigami, paper, being, familiar from somebody. Anyways, whoa, this one is Circe's abilities, a Shikigami. Oh, that's where I read it. Oh my god, it was driving me crazy.
That's where I fucking read it! There we go, Shikigami, the ability to turn a piece of paper with an individual's name written on it into a butterfly, which will return to the individual in question. Although she does not have the one to write the name, it must be a Circe who casts a spell on the paper. Yeah, okay, yeah. There we go. Oh my god, it was driving me insane. But yeah, I bet she's gonna inform about the situation on land. When someone's name is written on a piece of paper, she can make the paper fly towards that person. They're great for delivering messages or tracking down someone. I was pretty spooked the first time I saw it, but I've gotten used to it. Okay, fine, I did just go whoa, but not because I was actually surprised or anything. Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing, don't mind me. I wonder if something happened to Circe. I better read the note. Arda Burnham, let's take a look. Writing to 2 suspicious people looking for Mrs. Somekawa. I drove them off for now, but be careful. Seems like something happened on Circe's end. I better stay alert just in case, but I don't think I'll mention this to Mrs. Somekawa. It'll only shake her up. Yeah, no, they're not really that. I mean, I know how they look, but that's because paranormal affairs and all.
Yeah.
She looks so solemn. I wonder what's going through her mind. Depression. Not going to lie. I'm a little concerned she still hasn't told me the conditions of our trade. Will she ask?
No.
What?
just the casual depression.
I had to say it. Will she ask me to try her the cursed stone? So will you tell me what you want to trade for the Tamatebako now? You got the Forsaken Fish cursed stone with you, right? You sure do? Have a good look, the Forsaken Fish cursed stone. Looks like the real deal, alright. You want to trade the stone for the Tamatebako, right? I figure as you want to trade the stone for the Tamatebako, right? I figure as much. Well, I'm fine with those terms. Let's do it. No, that ain't it. Oh, that ain't it?
He wants him to kill her!
Oh, yeah, no, that just dawned on me.
That's why she's dead! That's why she dies later! It's Avi! We just had a fucking brain blast.
Yeah. Yeah, when she said that, I was like, oh, fuck, wait. You know, I once had a sister. Her name was Mare Somekawa. Never fucking mind! There goes my theory! Okay, then. So they're sisters, gotcha. You say you had a sister. Does that mean... Yes, she's gone. Died in an accident at sea about 5 years ago. Okay, yeah. That also makes sense for why they look similar. So, but wait, what if she still didn't die and that's what we are, Mare, as we said at the beginning of the game, remember?
Yeah, wait, that actually puts that theory on the table.
Yeah. So yeah, Mari will still be able to be alive, and her sister's the one that being dead. I see. My condolences. So there actually was another descendant. You folks seem to be pinning your hopes on me just because I'm one of the descendants. But the one who actually inherited our duty wasn't me. It was my sister. Your duty? That's right. The duty of the Taishima bloodline is being passed down in our family for generations. Even more,
you sound a little hoarse.
No, I got a hiccup.
No, I was making a joke.
Okay. Even more, our generation would be the one to handle the 400 years since the disaster. My grandpa always said that was particularly important.
Hmm? So there was a duty Taishima descendants were meant to perform after 400 years.
But I was young back then. I still had dreams of my own. I wanted no part in some annoying duty, so I ran away from home the first chance I got. I pushed all that responsibility onto my sister, but I know I should have helped her.
I see. So that's why your sister was the one who inherited that duty. And now that duty falls onto Yuza.
Yep.
Before we discuss the trade, will you take the time to listen to my story?
Very well, I'm listening. This duty you mentioned, was it to break what remains of the curse of the raging waves?
I suppose they were connected, but lifting the curses would have been a step along the road, but it wasn't the goal.
Oh, really? Then what was it?
Well, it was to return the mermaid that was left behind in Ise Bay to Ryugu. That was the real duty of the Taishima bloodline.
Oh! Return a mermaid! So it's true! There really was a mermaid stuck in Ise Bay because she couldn't return to Ryugu!
That's right. Her name was Sobei. Yeah, one of the 3 mermaids. Yeah, that was in tradition. Mermaid, no, this one. Mermaids. Yeah, Ise Bay mermaids. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Sobei, Nagame, and Hayase. Hayase was the one that got tortured, so there's Sobei and Nagame. Who the fuck are these two? Because now we know Sobei, but where's Nagame?
Oh, she came up in our research, so she was real after all.
You see, my sister that took on the family duty, it seems like she actually met Sobei herself.
She got to meet the mermaid.
Oh, then it was maybe it was Sobei. It was Sobei that saved Yusa.
Would make a lot of sense, actually.
After leaving my hometown and making a living as an amateur diver, I'd all but forgotten about the duty I'd left behind. I had no idea what our duty actually entailed. When I finally learned the truth, I was crushed by regret. Okay, maybe Mare is still dead? And maybe we're actually Sobei. Well, now we have two on the table, Sobei or Mare.
Yeah.
Regret? Why?
You know, ever since I was a little girl, I'd always been fascinated by mermaids.
Understandable.
I read The Little Mermaid so many times, the pages of the book had started to wear away. I would see them in my dreams over and over. Back then, I wanted nothing more than to become a mermaid. It's what led me to become an amateur diver in the first place. But the true nature of the family duty is only revealed to the one who inherits it.
I see. What bitter irony. But couldn't you meet the mermaid after you learned the truth?
My sister took pity on me and attempted to call her to meet me once in secret. My sister, Mare, even shared some of the things the mermaid had told her. But you know, Sobei was a cautious mermaid who never truly opened her heart to anyone but my sister. Me, on the other hand, she avoided. I was never even allowed as much as a glimpse.
Why the bitter outcome?
Mare and the mermaid had grown close as friends. They trusted each other. They were inseparable. But she never once showed herself to anyone other than my sister, not even to a close relative like myself.
So she hid herself away for 400 years. Was such a caution really necessary? Your sister must have been an incredible person to earn the mermaid's trust. Though I can only imagine how hard it must have been to be rejected by an existence you so deeply admired and long to meet.
Mare moved to Kamishima to be closer to Ryugu, all for the mermaid's sake. Oh yeah, and also yeah, so basically she moved 5 years ago because I'm gonna guess she heard the news about her sister dying,
and then she decided to move closer. Out of
Yeah.
like guilt or something, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then one day, she got married and changed her name to Mare Minakuchi. She seemed so happy.
So she got married on Kamishima.
I was so jealous. I couldn't think straight and ended up lashing out pretty badly. In an attempt to destroy my sister's relationship with the mermaid, I grabbed her family heirloom and ran off.
The Tamatebako. Ah, the infamous Tamatebako, yes?
Yeah, the mermaid was supposed to take it back to Ryugu, so our family had carefully kept it for centuries. And so the years went by. Then 5 years ago, I heard that Mare had died in an accident. That's why I came back to Toba. I thought that maybe this meant that the duty would be passed on to me.
Of course.
But by then, our parents and all our relatives had already passed away. There was no one left who knew about our duty. There was nothing I could do. I didn't know a thing. Not where the mermaid was, nor how to call her. I had given up. But while I was digging around, the Manikoma found out I was descendant of Taishima. You see, I was struggling to get by. I'd sold the information my sister had told me about the mermaid. Back then I was making a living by giving folks a glimpse of the Tamatebako for a ridiculous price.
And that brings us to the present, I suppose. In other words, since your sister died in that accident, your family's duty was never fulfilled. And now you want us to go find the mermaid for you.
That ain't it.
Damn.
I guess it must have been about 3 months ago. I was wandering the coast alone when the mermaid Sobe appeared before me.
Oh, you finally got to meet her.
She told me this. The seal on Ryugu's getaway has been lifted, so I will be returning. Your sister has done a great deal for me. I know, I now ask you to return the Tamatebako.
Wait, what? The seal was lifted? Ah, is that perhaps why the curse of the Raging Waves became active again? So what about the Tamatebako? Did you return it to the mermaid?
I was so overcome with emotion and excitement I told her, I hidden the relic. If you want it back, take me to Ryugu.
You said what?
Not being able to fulfill my duty had been weighing heavy on my heart. But in that moment, that pain was gone. On top of that, I figured the mermaid had come to fetch me. Being able to visit the land of the mermaids, there'd be no greater happiness than that. But Sobe simply told me it wasn't possible and that she'd forfeit the relic, and with that, she was gone.
Oh. So the mermaid has already returned to Ryugu then?
Ever since then, all I felt is despair and regret. I'm completely empty inside. There's nothing left. My family's duty has been fulfilled. That's what I meant when I said it was all over.
But then, the Tamatebako still exists, doesn't it?
Sure does, but... even with such a fancy name, in the end it's just a grimy old box. I'd opened it once. I was hoping there'd be some elixir of eternal youth inside or something, but it was completely empty.
I see, even so, I still like to trade for it.
Are you sure? I don't see why, but whatever. It's not like anything matters anymore. I'm just sick and tired of it all.
Ah.
In the end, I never did figure out what that Tamatebako really was. The mermaid forfeited it just like that, so maybe it never had any meaning to begin with.
So, what do you want in return?
I want to do whatever it takes to become a mermaid. Oh! Yep. I see. I see.
Yep. He wants death.
Hmm?
So you've chosen death.
Mrs. Somekawa, don't tell me! You want me to use a curse stone?
Simply return to the sea. That's my only wish. Simply returning to the sea.
No, listen, there's nothing even remotely beautiful about the curse of the Forsaken Fish. All it will do is turn you into someone, into some twisted half-fish monster. Nothing but a grotesque imitation of a mermaid.
I know. That's fine with me. This curse is the essence of that mermaid's power. I am ready to offer up my life to her.
But
Whatever you do, I'll just be drowning myself anyway. So you won't be dirtying your hands. All you have to do is use the curse. A wish will be granted and you will be doing me a kindness. That's all there is to it.
just hold on a minute, okay? This is just...
The Tamatebako is hidden beneath the floorboards of my house. Please, do this for me.
Mrs. Somekawa, wait! She's already gone. Will she come back if I just wait long enough?
No, she won't.
Fuck me, dude. She's nowhere to be seen. Of course, she is an Avi diver after all. Is it too late to call for help? Would she even accept it? Man! Man! Damn it, what now? What do I do? Should I grant her last wish? It's surely no worse than helplessly standing about as she drowns herself. Right, she was serious about this. She's been dreaming about mermaids ever since she was little. I know exactly how that feels. It may be a curse, but still, I will honor her wishes by unleashing the mermaid's power. It's how she wanted to go. I might be the only one who actually understands Mrs. Somekawa's feelings. If I don't act now, it'd be like denying her final hope and dream. Godspeed. Ah! Fuck.
Yikes.
Azusa Somekawa. Just when we thought we got her figured out, nope. She was it wasn't that Mari Somekawa. She was Azusa Somekawa. Female, occupation Taishima descendant, age 40 years old. A woman living in Toba, although she occasionally does work as an Avi diver. Yeah. Nothing but a wooden box to her name, and she's been living there ever since. As Mari Minakuchi's younger sister, Azusa is also a descendant of the sole survivor of Taishima. She was the younger sister? Damn, you look way older. Sole survivor of Taishima. Following the destruction of Taishima, the Somekawa line hid themselves away, living for generations in a small village within the city of Shima. The book of the Little Mermaid was a constant fixture in the household, a decision made so that the children of the family would grow up with a familiarity with mermaids. And Azusa read repeatedly as she grew up, the tale fueling a fervent admiration for mermaids within her, but realizing that she could never be a mermaid herself, she instead decided to become an Avi diver, thinking that it would be at least allow her to swim freely through the sea like the beings she so admired. Thus resolved, she left her hometown behind, leaving the family duty, nothing more than a troublesome burden to Azusa, to be handled by her elder sister alone. For all intents and purposes, it appeared that Azusa's wish had been granted. However, upon returning home following her parents' deaths, she was taken aback to learn that the family duty inherited by Mari was in itself deeply connected to mermaids. Forgetting how she had been pushed the duty onto Mari to follow her own desires, Azusa grew deeply resentful of her sister, accusing her of becoming the mermaid, accusing her of keeping the mermaid to herself and asserting her right to take up the family duty. But it was too late.
Mare and the mermaid had already forged an unbreakable bond that no amount of words or deeds could outdo. Following Mare's death, she was finally able to meet the being that had enchanted her for so long. However, her desperate plea for the mermaid to take her back to Ryugu with her was met with staunch refusal, and the mermaid left shortly after, never to return. With her opportunity to fulfill the family duty gone and her chance at connecting with mermaids lost, Azusa sank into the despondency, spending her days in an empty haze. Amidst this despair, the curse of the Forsaken Fish that appeared before her seemed to be a final chance to have her wish granted. Driven by regret over what she perceived as a life of wrong choice and consumed by her obsession, she threw herself into Isebei and surrendered herself to the curse, ultimately dying to its effects. Her form, writhing in the agony, brought on by her sudden transformation, bore no resemblance to the mermaids she had once so admired as a child. Yet it is said that the expression on her face when her body was discovered a day later in Futamigaura seems somehow content. And that's what remember what when they said that when we found the mermaid and I don't remember if it was Sodo or the detective that said that she looked content. Oh. Man. Okay, another thing that okay. Oh yeah, we don't know her age. Gotcha. Sobe. Sex, occupation, age, or 8 years old. One of the 3 mermaids who were said to have lived near Taishima about 400 years ago. She has since returned to her home, Ryugu. After that, we managed to quietly retrieve the Tamatebako from beneath the floor in Mrs. Somekawa's house. All that was left to secure the dream of mortality was to obtain mermaid flesh. Since Sobe had already returned to Ryugu, we placed our hopes on the last remaining mermaid, Nagami. But we had to act fast, otherwise Ikoma or even those Paranormal Affairs Bureau psychics would get in our way. It might have been the after effects of using the curse, but I got sick the next day and had to spend a full day bedridden at the end. How pathetic. That's when I heard the news that 2 female divers had gone missing near Toba. The fact that I'd been involved in both incidents made me feel even worse. Right. Yeah, okay, so the first one, he unknowingly ended up sending her to her death, and the second one, dead directly.
Yeah.
When Circe heard the news, she just mumbled something with an unreadable expression on her face. I had no choice, there was simply no other way. Or at least that's what I kept telling myself as I struggled to get out of bed. The next day, August 7th, we set out to gather more information on Nagami and the other mermaids. Yeah, so now only Nagami remains in here. We traveled to Kameshima, the island where Mare Somekawa, or rather Mare Binakuchi, used to live. And then we got to here, arriving on Kameshima. August 7, morning, Shuo Street. Finally, after our long, arduous journey, we have arrived at the fabled island of Kameshima. Hey, are you alright? You don't look so good.
You mean you're completely fine? The whole area is literally oozing cursed energy.
That's what she was feeling out of it.
Yeah. I didn't think it was so bad before. Is it getting stronger?
Because of the fucking Heike curse stone.
Can you dispel curses?
Minor ones, sure. But this is on a whole other level.
Oh, I see. It might be best we don't stay here for too long then. Let's just ask around as much as we can. When you feel like you've reached your limit, make sure to tell me, okay?
Got it. I'll do my best.
Alright, let's start by asking the locals about mermaid legends first. I'd like to ask around to see if anybody knew Madame Minakuchi as well. Oh wait, fuck. Oh yeah, no, he said all that.
Yeah, he said it.
That's the plan, let's move! This guy just talks in first person sometimes.
That's it!
Oh,
That's
damn.
it!
Okay then! Yeah, that's it! We're just not gonna know shit until we see this, gotcha! That was very short. She was straight, morning.
Yeah!
Oh hey, this scene.
The Wakamoto resident is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you what?
Ah, so it was that way.
Oh hey, finally you're getting more dialogue.
Thank you. We should be fine by ourselves, I think. Why is she glowing red?
Because she's immortal.
I was gonna make a joke. Is she fucking hopped up on a fucking radiation or something? Just the radiation just.
I got it. Take care then.
Ma'am.
Ma'am? Oh, I thought that was the other girl.
But yeah, no. This is when she was looking at her like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what she saw. Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later.
Wakamoto Residence. August 6, 1980 morning, Wakamoto Residence. Oh, let me get this straight. You're with the police. How do you expect me to warn everyone on the island that a huge storm's on its way and get them ready to face it?
That's it in a nutshell, but I'm glad you understand.
This is how the curse of the raging waves. Way ahead of you there. I've been warning you for ages.
Well now, you know about the curse? Can it be that a certain sorcerer acquaintance of yours told you about it?
That's right. Unlike you phony psychics who crawl out of the woodwork every other week, my instructor's the real deal.
In that case, I expect this instructor also knows that how the curse can be lifted.
No, hasn't got that far yet, but he's not for lack of trying. Why, you say you know a way to break it?
Unfortunately, no. We have yet to determine the exact method for bringing it to an end.
We are not without the means to do so, but first we require a map concealed in a mummified mermaid. Do you know of it?
A mummified mermaid? What are you on about? This some kind of ruse? I knew there was something fishy about you. What are you really after? Go on, out with it.
I assure you, we wish only to lift the curse plaguing Taishima. Would you be prepared to assist us in our efforts?
A likely story. Try to pull one over on old Wakamoto, are we? Better you have tried it. Well, how's this? I'm not telling you another word. We're done here, understand? I don't have time to listen to this hush-wash anyhow. I got business to attend to on the mainland. So off with you. Leave me in peace.
Well, that's a shame, but I suppose there's nothing we can do. In any case, please do contact us if you learn anything that might be of use.
I love the faces Sodo makes.
Not very cooperative, is he? I don't see why he's so suspicious.
He had his hackles up from the first. Perhaps he's so accustomed to dealing with rough customers that he can't believe anyone would be sincere. However, he does seem to be as interested in breaking the curse of the raging waves as we are.
True. And the sorcerer must have some psychic ability if they were able to perceive the curse. Oh, a little bit of lag.
No.
Why it lag?
Why lagging?
Right in the middle. Why is it lagging? Oh, there we go. Wish I'd thought to ask their name.
Oh, I think I have an idea of who it might be. It's a small world, this industry.
Oh, really?
Mr. Yamashima called them a big shot who's appeared on television, and I recognize their mark on the implements in Wakamura's room. It must be... Of course it is! Of course it is! I fucking knew it! I knew it!
Oh my god.
Yes, we can got me auto! The bitch! Bro!
It's Uhaku Soap Strikes Again!
The Hakuso strikes fucking again! Oh, fucking course! Oh, why else it wouldn't be that bitch? Oh yeah! All you fakes? Yeah, guess who's fake? This bitch! Oh my god. Yeah, as soon as they said that appeared on television, I was like, yeah, that's not a real psychic. Oh, I just had a sinking feeling that it was Sweet and Gamioto. And I said it multiple times too.
Yeah.
Of course.
My god.
Oh, yeah, you know what else this means, by the way?
What?
That Unkakudono was right for saying that Wakamura's psychic was a phony. He was right.
Yeah. Gamioto? Never heard of him.
No? They used to make frequent appearances on occult programs, though they always hid their face on camera.
Sorry, not ringing any bells.
Well, lately they seem to be raking in a fortune as a corporate consultant for hire. Their powers have a reputation for being accurate and potent, and their popularity has grown to the point where they can essentially name their price. Or wait... Or what if? Yeah, because now they have their face. They have their face hidden. Don't tell me they're using Shogo Oki behind that thing.
Oh no!
Can you imagine? Because if they're actually then the real deal, if it's actually that accurate, I can only think of Shogo Oki since he, by the credits, told the secretary of the old lady that he had this psychic power.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If they're that good, maybe we should let them take care of the curse of the raging waves for us.
Perhaps I should mention, Gamioto's popularity has reached such heights only very recently. Up until last year, they had a very poor reputation among others in the industry. In fact, as I recall, on the list of notable psychics kept by the Paranormal Affairs Bureau, they were given the lowest rank. Oh, yeah, the old lady was
fucking
ass.
Shots fired.
Yeah,
shots fired.
Yeah, the old lady was ass. In other words, they were put on the same level as sham mediums riding the wave of the occult boom.
Huh. I'd forgotten about that list.
Well, their sudden rise to fame and fortune after changing up their business at the end of the last year is certainly... It is Shogo. It is Shogo. It's the new... The one behind the mask is Shogo now. It's Shogo.
Of course it's fucking Shogo. It's fucking Shogo. You can't write this shit. It's fucking Shogo.
It's fucking Shogo. He joined Paranormasight. He's back at it again.
Back at it.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we know the true ending, he's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a timeline where Shogo killed Yoko, and the ritual never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's so funny. He just after doing all that shit, he just randomly tell to one of his bosses, "Hey, yeah, by the way, I have psychic powers, and I think your the one that you're serving doesn't really like it." And then he's like, "Oh, on the contrary, let me hire you so you can actually do paranormal shit that my master has no shit on." Yeah, no, yeah. Once I saw Tsurugamyoto with a fucking well, not mask, veil or whatever, I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Shogo behind that shit, isn't it?
Who else would it be?
Yep. I am more concerned about the possibility that they are using a harmful curse to suit the needs of the highest bidder. Regardless, I'm not sure I would trust them to handle this affair on their own.
You never know. Maybe they just had a change of heart and started training seriously.
Oh, trust me.
No!
Fucking yeah. Mio was trying to get the old lady to actually have curse power, but she was still pretty low.
Yeah.
Even so, I highly doubt they wouldn't have time in their busy schedule to venture out here and solve this case in our stead. Kamashima's Gossipier, complete all character profiles. It's occupation Suigen Gamioto. A mysterious sorcerer, although said to possess exceptional supernatural abilities, they have revealed nothing of their true identity. Both their age and gender are unknown. It's fucking Shogo. Sugi Gamioto was previously most known for their prominent media presence, with numerous appearances both on television and magazines. Wearing an unusual outfit that covered their face, they would demonstrate a variety of psychic abilities, including exorcism of possessed individuals, assessment of submitted ghost photographs, identification of guiding spirits, and conduction of telepathic readings at haunted locations. Their unique sense of presence and high rate of accuracy garnered them a sizable following, particularly among the occult enthusiasts, and they were known to accept consultations from the general public as well as media outlets.
Sorry, I thought again, their names are so fucking similar. I thought it was the other guy.
One is Sato, the other one is Sodo, but yeah.
Yeah. You're the girl who showed us the way earlier. Good thing I caught you. Mind if we have a word? Actually, I'd rather not. I'm afraid you don't really have a choice, because I already know. That you're an 800-year immortal. What are you talking about? Don't even bother with that shock look. That shock look has already given you away. Besides, you have nothing to fear. Your secret's safe with me. Come on, let's take this somewhere more private.
Yeah, one look and she knew. Afternoon coast.
So, in short, when you came to, you'd been washed up on the shore of the bay, Wakamura took you in. And that's as far back as your memories go. You don't remember anything about your life before that. Not even why you became immortal? No, except I'm pretty sure I was forced to eat mermaid flesh by someone. But you don't know when or why? No. So you only recently woken up, and you have no idea where you were or what you were doing before that. Pretty much. I get the feeling I was in some kind of deep sleep at the bottom of the sea for a few hundred years. But I've got no clue why, or how, or what led up to it. Interesting. Well, how about we go over the facts one by one, just to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay.
This girl, she calls herself Sato Jirana. I wonder if she made that name up. Either way, I doubt we'd find her in the civil registry, though that shouldn't affect her life here too much while she's living on Kamishima. If her readiness to give us directions earlier is anything to go by, she seems to know the island quite well. I just hope she'll be alright.
Oh yeah, right. Any birds?
Birds. No, it doesn't look like it.
Nope.
This is the southwest coast of the island. We've got it all to ourselves right now. Sora has been researching the ways in which spirit sense affects the human brain. So I'm sure he must be curious what effects longevity has on the minds and psyches of an 800-year immortals.
Oh yeah, also, I wanna check something real quick too. Oh, nope. No, not here. Oh, shit. What? Got at it?
It'd be like right out at the bottom.
Oh, this, yeah. The fate of the surviving islanders. Somekawa, the sole survivor of Taishima Islanders, so by Steers, I'm about to protect her, promising to do all he could do to ensure her return to Ryugu one day. The treasure the mermaid entrusted to him at Tamatebako has been passed down through generations of the Somekawa family as proof of the oath being honored by his descendants 400 years later. Okay, yeah, that was anything. Okay, now the other thing that I wanted to check on, shit, my train of thought stopped. Oh yeah, right, the birds.
We haven't found a bird yet.
Yeah, no, I just want to see if I have any clues as to where they are.
Oh yeah.
They,
any hints?
Yeah, because the hints show up if I, for some reason, miss one. Okay, we haven't missed any. Good.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. Now, am I right in thinking you didn't eat mermaid flesh and go straight to sleep? You were up and about for a few years in between, at least. I think so.
What interests me is the fact that you were already familiar with the term 800-year Immortal. It is not a widely known concept. You must have been in the unique position to acquire knowledge of it before you went to sleep.
Yeah, I have a vague memory of being told that that's what we're called. But I don't know when that happened, or where, let alone who I was. Maybe you'll remember in a more detail if we touch on some other topics. I guess we'll have to go by process of elimination, work our way down the list till we get a hit. Is there a reason for all these questions? Well, not to sound insensitive, but I'm sure it can't be easy for you. Going about without any memories at all. But I was hoping you might know something that could be of use to us. Given your history, there's a chance you possess information otherwise lost to time. But maybe, but I'm not sure how much help I'll be. I remember so little.
Oh.
Come to think of it, I'd say it's about time we introduced ourselves. I'll admit, we don't exactly look the part, but the truth is... You with the police? Wow, I never would have guessed there was a paranormal affairs department. Honestly, I thought all psychics in this age were frauds. At least, that's the impression I got from watching TV.
Yep.
Yeah, and frankly, it's not that far off.
Yeah.
To be fair, a majority of them are. For the record, our department is officially approved by the government. Really, huh? Back in my time, psychics were treated as onmyoji, and even held official positions in the Bureau of Onmyo, a public institution. Oh.
What happened?
Someone in my throat!
Oh my god. Drink.
Yeah, way ahead of you. I don't know what the fuck that was, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you seem to know a lot about that. Were you involved somehow? Huh? Oh. I explained all without even thinking. It just naturally came to me. Honestly, I'm as surprised as you are. I guess that means I must have had something to do with... the Bureau of Onmyo. It seems your memories aren't lost after all. All we have to do is find a way to trigger them.
Yeah, no, Yabi thinks she's a Hatsune. Bureau of Onmyo.
It would be likely.
Yeah, the Bureau of Onmyo was one of the government offices under the Reed Studio system, existing from the Asuka period through the early Meiji era. Based on the practice of Onmyoto,
It generally oversaw such matters as astronomical observation, the creation of calendars, and management of the systems, of time systems, and the divination of auspicious or harmful events. However, it is also said that it occasionally invoked powers beyond human understanding to handle the banishment and cleansing of disasters and impurities. The onmyoji affiliated with the Bureau were not merely the diviners, they were also bureaucrats, albeit one possessing advanced training in mathematics and knowledge of astronomy. In some areas, their influence was even great enough to sway the very courts of the nation, and their presence in the imperial court was highly valued. The spiritual practitioners in the service of the state were also formally inducted as onmyoji, operating under the banner of the Bureau. The current treatment of spiritual phenomena as non-existent analogy stems from the abolishment of the Bureau of Onmyo during the Meiji Restoration, in line with Japan taking on the principle of science and technology as the new framework for the nation. Over time, state involvement in spiritual matter gradually came to be as a taboo. However, psychics continued their work to maintain public order behind the scenes, passing this torch down through successive generations until the establishment of the new Police Act in the latter half of the Showa period, whereupon their work eventually came to form the foundation of the Paranormal Affairs Bureau.
So anyway, what are a couple of Paranormal Affairs officials doing on Kamishima? Working on a case, of course. What else? Our job is to resolve incidents caused by curses and paranormal phenomena, and, whenever possible, prevent them from occurring. It's up to us to solve the greatest mysteries and do whatever it takes to keep the peace, which is usually a lot. Wait, does that mean something's happened here? You don't know. Oh. Know what? Sounds like we'd better fill you in a bit first. We're working on several cases right now, but I'd say only 2 of them are priority. 2. Mind you, we've known about the first one for quite some time. The Curse of the Raging Waves. We've come to lift it before it unleashes a huge storm on the southern sea of Kamishima. The Curse of the Raging Waves? That's right. Ever heard of it? No, never. As expected, I imagine the islanders aren't too fond of discussing the disaster. Anyhow, the situation is ongoing. As for the other priority case... Right, you mentioned there were 2? We actually only learned about this one after we arrived on the island today. Protocol dictates that we have to deal with any 800-year-old immortals we find. What do you mean with deal with? It's not all that difficult to understand. To begin with, 800-year immortals shouldn't exist in this world. And if their existence were to become public knowledge, it would lead to an outbreak of trouble of every kind. Heck, People are already looking to gain immortality for themselves at any cost. For the sake of maintaining public order, it's vital that the world remains convinced immortality is a myth. However...
Oh!
Stop her, Sodo.
Halt!
Ugh. Can't you just let me go? Calm down, will you? I hadn't finished. What I was going to say was, I have no intention of doing anything with you, so don't worry.
You're gonna leave with that first!
Yeah. Wait, really? Surprised? But you should know better than anyone why that would be.
Mm-hmm.
You might be an 800-year immortal, but your time's nearly up.
Yep.
Hmm.
Ah.
These eyes never lie. Sato Shiranami. For the first time in centuries, you're standing on death's door. In a matter of a few days, you'll be gone from this world. Am I right?
Hmm.
Yes, it's exactly as you say. I think. I've only got 2 days left, man.
Whoa, buddy.
Just 2 more, huh? So you knew this was coming, but you chose to make a life for yourself on the island even so? Yeah. I've known all along, from the moment I woke up. Well, now you know why I'm prepared to turn a blind eye. In just 48 hours, give or take, you'll fade away. And that will be that.
Oh, so she'll just fade away. Oh. Oh, so in that one bad ending, that's why she was also never seen again. She quite literally vanished from existence.
Oh, yeah, wait, yeah, that actually checks out then.
I mean, besides just being kidnapped and away from the world, but you know.
Yeah.
Wait, that means that even if she didn't reach that one guy, she would just disappear.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't matter.
I mean, still sad, but kind of funny.
Yeah, because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Of course. You wouldn't have to swear to keep your identity a secret to the last. But provided you can keep your word, you're free to go. Keep you word. Hang on. Can you go back for just a quick second? But provided you can keep you word.
Typo.
There's a typo. Oh no.
Well, there was bound to be one. It always happens with visual novels.
Yep. I can, and I will. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. There's another matter you'll be needing your help with. I'll be needing your help with. If I'm not to leave you be. Another matter?
Yep. Can I guess the... Yep, to talk about the curse of the raging waves, yep.
But first, before I forget... Yes? Keep our meeting today secret, and don't let on to anyone that you know about the curse of the raging waves. Okay. People will get suspicious otherwise. Even if Wakamura tells you about it, be sure to act surprised. I figure that shouldn't be too difficult for you. You're an experienced secret keeper, after all. I didn't know about that, but I'll do my best.
Talk about 100-year immortals.
Wait, I was wondering. But how did you know I was an 800-year immortal? Oh, that. These eyes of mine have what you might call a special ability. A special ability? If I look hard enough at someone, I can tell whether they're an ordinary human or an immortal. It's like you have a different color aura around you, about you. Really? Not only that, but it turns out, with a bit of focus, even immortals can tell each other apart. Is that so? Oh, I just meant... you look the same as everyone else to me. Ha! I'm not an immortal myself, you know. Really? I thought for sure you must be, since you seem to know so much about all this.
There goes my theory.
Literally just shot it down.
Okay, just one more look. Okay.
If there wasn't anything before, why would there be something now?
Well, there was a change in scene, so I was like, they wouldn't, right?
Huh. I'm not immortal. Oh wait, I already said this.
Oh.
Yeah. Right now, we're looking for a way to lift the curse of the raging waves. That's Sodo's area of expertise, so I'll leave the explanation to him.
Right.
Thank God I get to rest my fucking voice.
Yeah.
Right. This concerns a legend passed down in my family, the Ⱨuဋu clan, over generations. I should mention, this is something I've pieced together from various sources, so it may not be entirely accurate.
Right.
Long ago, south of Kamishima, there was an island called Taishima. Yeah, don't we know about it? It is said that 400 years ago, it was beset by an earthquake and a tsunami in an event so catastrophic that the island sunk to the sea floor.
Taishima.
However, the truth of the matter is that it was invaded and laid waste to. Then, in the aftermath, the islanders' intense hatred coalesced into the curse of the raging waves, which manifested as a tremendous storm.
I see. 400 years ago. So this would have been towards the end of the Sengoku period, correct?
Yes, ma'am. The Honji incident, in which Oda Nobunaga ended his life, took place in 1582, if you'll recall. Wait, Oda Nobunaga ended his life? Didn't somebody fucking betray him? Or was it that he killed himself in that fire? Don't mind me, just Japanese history.
Yeah.
Following this event, one of my ancestors, an accomplished onmyoji by the name of Harukage Tsushimika... Of course he is one of your ancestors! Yeah!
Yeah.
That's the one! That's the one! Yeah, he was mentioned on the... On the fucking... Invasion of Taishima.
Yep.
Yeah, so, Sumitaka looking for a solution turned to Tsushimikado Harukage, renowned onmyoji and friend of the Princess Hatsune. Yep. Oh shit! Yeah, given that we think Sato here is Princess Hatsune, then she would be meeting with what would be the bloodline of her friend. Damn. Sacrifice the young woman, one of the survivors of Taishima, in order to seal away the source of the curse of the raging waves.
And onmyoji? Onmyoji? Harukage... I was about to say it, but then it left my mind.
Tsushimikado.
Yeah. Wouldn't that make your ancestor a direct descendant of Abe no Seimei? Sounds to me like you share a bloodline with the onmyoji elite.
Yeah, Abe no Seimei. That's Seiman.
Yeah.
Yes and no. While Harukage's powers were potent, he was never affiliated with the Bureau of Onmyo. In fact, he shunned his illustrious surname early on and left the government service, preferring to uphold peace as a civilian.
Ah, so he was in... Eccentric?
Eccentric, yeah.
Eccentric.
Eccentric.
Whatever. Eccentric and an elite.
Trick.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Trick.
It's my accent.
I gotcha. Harukage's seal was not permanent, however. It would only endure for 4 centuries.
Wait, you mean... Yeah. That was the last year of peace, actually. The seal's already broken. Isn't that really bad?
For now, the curse appears to be inert, but the storm could strike at any moment. Yeah, because of the mirror.
Yeah. Okay, so you need to find a way to seal the curse again. Is that it? Not seal it, break it. I hate to put an end to the curse for good. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's bound to have weakened a bit after 400 years.
Indeed, that seems to have been Harukage's plan for Legend's Tales. That he left behind instructions detailing how the curse could be lifted after 400 had elapsed. However, the map that would have had led to these instructions has been lost. Yep, Avi has it.
Yep.
It seems they were once concealed inside a model of a mummified mermaid. Yet over time this fact was forgotten, and at some point in my family's history, the object in question was sold to a foreign buyer.
So you don't have the map, then what are you gonna do?
Well, we were hoping to find some clue as to the map's whereabouts here on Kamishima.
But we've had no luck so far. And I reckon we've hit a dead end. I see.
Yeah, there's the sea. That was a very bad pun.
Apparently, Wakamuro's been trying to find a way to end the curse of the raging waves himself. He told us he'd already warned the islanders about the impending danger and refused to have anything more to do with us. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I just hope that that'll be the end of it. But this is one job I can't afford to foist off on anyone else. Not entirely, anyway.
Oh.
Yep, read that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, actually, I've been thinking about the Bureau of Unmyo brought back another memory. I'm pretty sure it was an Omnyoji who put me to sleep, using some kind of spell to keep me in a state between life and death. Really? So someone intentionally put you to sleep under the sea. There must have been a good reason for it. From what point are your memories clearest, would you say? Well... I guess about 3 months ago, when the spell keeping me in that state under the sea wore off. From when you woke up, then, I see.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know that look. Did you notice something?
Not exactly. It simply occurred to me that if her state of, shall we say, suspended animation was lifted while she was in the sea depths, would she not have drowned and resurrected several times over?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh!
It was hell.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, no. Yeah, knowing how, pressure at the bottom of the ocean and all that shit, oh,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
I woke up under the sea, unable to breathe, drowned, and came back. Over and over again.
Hey, wait, isn't that place where we talked with the Storyteller?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was horrible, and I still remember it. Every last second. Jeez. I'm sorry you had to go through that. The instant I came back, I'd swim as hard as I could, trying to reach the surface. But even so, I think it took me about 3 days to reach the shore. I lost count of how many times I died down there. Then finally, I came to in Kamashima's Bay.
She was offered as a sacrifice. What is the place where she was offered up was the fucking shrine?
I think, yeah.
And that's what that place is. Since, the whole Taishima Island fucking, sink to the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, sunk.
Yeah. Mr. Wakamura found me, and he took me in. And I've been living here peacefully ever since. No one's even suspected I'm immortal. Don't just say it like that.
No.
You're sure about that, are you? No one else knows? Huh? Yeah. I mean, I think so.
Yeah, no, Wakamura knew the moment that he saw you revive. You're about to have that conversation in a bit, girl.
Anyhow, I guess that settles the issue of how far back your memories go. If your lifespan is nearly at an end, that must mean you consumed the flesh of a mermaid exactly 800 years ago. Of course, you already knew that, didn't you? Not that you've been forthcoming about it. Sorry, I... Don't apologize. That just proves you know how to hold your tongue. A valuable skill when you've got a secret to keep. Mind you, this fact does put matters in a new light. Say, Sodo, what events took place 800 years ago?
Let's see, 8 centuries ago from the present day. That would place us midway through the 1180s, when the Heian period was coming to an end. Right around when the Genpei War took place. Ah, of course, the Heike!
Exactly. Don't you think there might be a connection?
Hmm?
By the way, you wouldn't happen to be concealing anything else, would you? Huh? No, It's fine. I'll not pry. Just as long as you answer my questions.
Okay, that's the end of that one. Oh, okay, that's still for another time. This.
Now, there's something I'd like you to try and remember for me. Me? But... Humor me. Doesn't the story behind the Curse of the Raging Waves ring any bells? Why should it?
The girl who was sacrificed in order to seal away the Curse of the Raging Waves 4 centuries ago. Might that not have been you, Sato Shiranami?
What?
You have said yourself that if the Anomnyoji who put you in that state of deep slumber on the seafloor, does it not seem highly probable that you were the sacrifice who has held back the curse for the past 400 years?
Oh man, You're right. It was me. I knew it. I'm sorry. I can't. No more. I can't do this anymore. What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourself. Is it that painful to remember? We didn't come here to ask you to sacrifice yourself again, if that's what you're worried about.
All those years under the sea can have been easy on her, you know? She wasn't really asleep. her brain would still have been active. Moreover, there is a limit to how many memories the human brain can hold. I would estimate the maximum capacity to be about 100 years worth.
Are you saying that she remembers being in that state under the sea?
In a sense, I presume her memory is filled with the stretches of utter darkness, her memory of the sea depths. Any memories from before that time had likely been pushed deep into her subconscious.
Then maybe they're not gone for good. There's a chance she'll remember more. We just need to find the right trigger. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out on you like that. It took me a sec to get over the shock. Well, seems my theory about you being a sacrifice was right on the money. But it doesn't look like you'll be able to tell us too much about the past after all. Guess not. I wish I could have been more help. But, does this mean the seal broke because I woke up?
We cannot be certain of that. Perhaps it was the other way around. The seal may have broken of its own accord, releasing you from your slumber.
Either way, it's not your fault. Don't you go blaming yourself for any of this. Still, if I hadn't... Listen. Your sacrifice to keep the curse at bay for 4 whole centuries. That's half of your extended lifespan. No one could have asked for more of you than that. The rest is up to Sodo. Isn't that right?
Yes, but I'm counting on your help as well, ma'am.
So any chance you remembered something about the curse of the raging waves? Did that Onmyoji Hakage Tsushimikado happen to tell you how it could be lifted? I'm sorry. That's all. All that's come back to me is the fact that I was sacrificed. I don't remember the Onmyoji at all, what kind of person he was, or anything. The most I can remember is that I think he said something about the curse being lifted after 400 years. That's all, huh? Well, do be sure to let us know if you remember anything else that could help us break the curse. I will.
Okay, and that's it for the raging waves.
Alright. Next question. You wouldn't happen to know much about the Heike, would you? The Heike? Why do you ask? Actually pertains to one of the other cases we're working on, but we've got reason to believe that someone out there is using the curse of the Heike to commit murder. The curse of the Heike? Did you know about those skeletal remains that turned up near here? It was all over the news. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Well, we suspect the curse of the Heike may be involved.
And seeing as you were alive 800 years ago, I was hoping you might know something about the Heike that could help us. If we're right in thinking that you had ties to the Bureau of Omnio, timing matches up perfectly. I might have known once, but nothing's coming up to me at the moment. Really? Shoot.
On that note, I too have noticed a potential correlation. There is a legend that tells how Taira no Tadamori was presented with the flesh of a mermaid at Ⱨuဋ. Perhaps that was the flesh Sato consumed to gain her immortality.
Actually, I'm pretty familiar with that legend myself. And if those so-called mermaids that were caught in Ⱨuဋ definitely weren't the kind to make anyone immortal.
Oh, is that so?
But if you ask me, Sato here couldn't have become immortal by eating mermaid flesh. Without the use of a relic called the Tamatebako. Now, doesn't that ring any bells? Huh? Wait, mermaid flesh and the Tamatebako. Oh, have you remembered something? Yes, that's it. It was one of the Heike. A man wearing a suit of armor. We were on a boat. And he had the Tamatebako. There was mermaid flesh inside it. He wanted me to eat some of it.
A warrior in armor, could it be?
So, sounds like you had ties to the Heike as well. And this man, he was the one who made you eat the mermaid flesh? Yes, I remember now. What was his name? Do you remember that too?
Is he the other fucker? The Kuma fake fuck? Cause see, if he had the Tamatebako and the mermaid flesh in that shit, wouldn't also follow that he would know, but that falls apart because he's looking for the Tamatebako. I'll leave it at the back of my mind. I might be onto something here.
Yeah. I think it was Tomo something.
Tomo Shige. Oh no, I know that's you.
Tomo Shige? That's it. The man's name was Taira no Tomoshige.
Yep, that's one of the ones that down the line.
Taira no Tomoshige.
That was the name of one of the Taira no Yorimori's sons. And Yorimori himself was the son of Tadamori's official wife.
So you're telling me that Tadamori's grandson forced Sato to eat mermaid flesh? What do we know about this Taira no Tomoshige anyway?
Not much. Aside from the fact that he was part of the clan's main lineage, history has not seen fit to record his deeds, wherever they may have been.
Well, he may not have been one of the clan's famous warriors, but to think you actually knew one of the Heike. You mentioned you were in a boat. Do you recall anything else? I think we were being chased.
I do not wonder at that. At the end of the Heian period, the Heike were being pursued by the full might of the Genji forces.
I was struck by an arrow, and I fell into the sea and drowned. But by that time, I had already become immortal. Later, I must have resurrected and washed up somewhere along the coast, and I guess that's how I escaped. What about Tomoshige? Did he eat some of the mermaid flesh too? I'm not sure. I don't remember that part, but I don't think I encountered him again after that.
If you'll remember, ma'am, that cursed echo I witnessed earlier held the famous blade, Nukemaru. Perhaps Tomoshige inherited the blade from Yorimori and wielded it with the intent to avenge his clan. After all, future generations would surely have held a memorial service for a warrior of renown like Yorimori setting his spirits to rest. Tomoshige, on the other hand, is unlikely to have received the same treatment. If so, his hatred may have persisted long after his death. Creating the curse of the Heike, it is a distinct possibility.
This curse sounds terrifying. I have to say, I wasn't expecting a connection here. You know, Sato, it's starting to sound like you're involved with all the incidents that have gone down in these parts over the centuries. Not by choice. Anyway, I get the feeling that Taira no Tomoshige wasn't a very nice guy.
Oh, wait, no. Okay. So, that one guy, Ippei Ikoma, he can still be immortal. It's just that he no longer had the Tamatebako and was searching for the Tamatebako. He knows that that's what he needs to make the immortal flesh. And that's why he was looking for it. And... oh, wait, yeah. Every 10 years, somebody dies. And the last 6 years before, somebody by the name of Ippei Ikoma died, and now this guy is posing as Ippei Ikoma. So he basically goes to somebody, kills them, and steals their identity. So nobody questions why this person is still alive after so many years. He could be his identity theft after every decade.
Oh, God.
Well, shit. Well, that sounds very plausible now. And yeah, no.
Yep.
And if he was the guy on the phone, then yeah, he was not a very nice guy at all.
Yeah, no. And then this curse of his sounds even nastier. Could it really still be active after all this time? It certainly looks that way. The Heike's resentment is awfully persistent, I hear. You don't think he could have held a grudge against me, do you? Who knows? That would depend on your relationship with him back then.
However, it appears someone is actively wielding the curse of the Heike at present. Therefore, the target of the curse would be decided by this individual, whoever they may be.
Oh.
Did it lag?
Yeah. Another unknown, huh?
Curse of the... a curse of Tomoshige. A curse born from Tyrant Tomoshige's feelings of malice and resentment that linger after the fall of the Taira clan. It kills an individual who meets the conditions by cleaving them in two.
Figuring out the origin of the curses is all well and good. But it doesn't help us solve the case. We need to track down the person who's actually using it. Well, it'll keep happening.
Indeed.
Oh. I hope you find them soon. We know who it is!
Yeah.
It's Kikoma, I think.
Kikaku? Ki something.
Ki something.
Kikuko.
Kikuko. Yeah, it's been a while since we heard from her.
Yeah, and she's basically the assassin of the guy on the phone, and the guy on the phone is most likely that guy on the island. The Kikoma guy.
Oh, there's something else I'd like to ask you. Also, we gotta wrap this up soon.
Yeah, I know. As soon as we finish this.
Yeah. Be my guest. How exactly do you deal with 800-year-old immortals? You sure you want to know? Huh? Since it's not going to happen to you, there's no reason for you to think about it. I thought it would be something like taking away their immortality. Unfortunately, that's downright impossible. Because your original body is long gone, you know? But then, what else can you do? You tell her, Sodo.
Must I always be the one to handle these unpleasant topics? Besides, I see no point in explaining something that she's already painfully familiar with.
What do you mean?
Among the arts with Psyche's will is a spell that can place even an immortal into a state of apparent death. Once that is done, they can simply be sealed in an underground vault for the rest of their days.
Wait, you mean it's the same thing that happened to me?
Essentially, yes, except that in your case it was for the purpose of making you a sacrifice. And you woke up before your lifespan came to an end.
Yikes! Mind you, neither I nor Sodo have ever actually done this to anyone. Though I did hear a rumor that someone was dealt with that way a few decades back.
Huh.
Of course, there have been 800-year immortals who sought ways to become mortal again in the past. But they all failed. Even if they managed to track down the mermaid who gave them immortality, it was no good. That's why more than a few immortals have ended up living out their long lives in religious seclusion. Yeah, because that one fucking story.
Yep.
Speaking of immortals, there's something else I had to ask you. Yes? Now, I'm not certain about this, but I get the feeling that there's another 800-year immortal on Kamishima right now. What? Any idea who it might be? No, I don't have a clue. Are you sure about that? Because if there's another immortal here, I'll find them eventually, you know. Even I have to scour the island from end to end. Does that change your answer? No. I really don't know who it could be. Alright, if you say so.
So there's another one around the island. And we know it's not Kikuko, she said so herself.
Yeah. Guess this means I'll have to search the island after all. As if I don't have enough to deal with. Well, I'd say that about covers everything. We've talked your ear off long enough. It must be confusing, all this talk of the past. Will not trouble you any further. Right, thank you. Still, give it a bit of time and something else might come back to you. If it does, please let us know. We'll be visiting the island again real soon, so you should have a chance. Will do. I'll be going then.
That was very insightful and a lot of lore and answers to some questions that I had.
Yeah. So, now what?
She's given us much to ponder. To think we'd encounter a living witness. I never had dreamed it possible.
Sure, it was fascinating, but I can't say it did us much good, as far as our investigation is concerned. Besides, she's still hiding something. That one.
You think so, ma'am?
I do, in fact. I'd bet on it. She might even be up to something. But our primary objective here is to lift the curse of the raging waves. We don't need to start digging into anything else without good reason.
On that note, do you really intend to search the island for this other 800-year immortal?
Yeah, I figured we might as well look into that too while we're here.
Understood. Who the fuck could it be? Oh, hello!
Why are you here? Why are you not in the hole?
My apologies for the interruption, but there is an important matter I wish to discuss with you. Now then, I believe you have just been privy to quite interesting development. As Yumeko would tell it, Satoshi Ranami is not the only 800-year immortal here on Kamishima. And so I would pose you a question. There is indeed one more individual on Kamishima who has made a miraculous return from the dead. I know who it is. Do you know who it is?
Not off the top of my head, unfortunately. I'm a little stupid.
You have borne witness to the death and revival of this individual a grand total of 10 times.
It's fucking
Yusa! It's Yusa!
It's because it's counting how many times you died in the first episode!
Exactly! I was, and I had this shit back on my mind ever since Sato reacted to the phrase of Yusa hiding a secret.
Oh my god, it's fucking Yusa!
Holy shit!
Of course, our main guy, our first guy, is another big plot point this later on.
You know what this means?
It's fucking.
You know what this means?
We have more. We have more Yusa story.
Yeah, when he got decapitated, he's gonna come back alive.
Yeah, he's gonna be back. So that means on the death route, we might have more.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Type his name.
Yeah, wait.
His name.
Let me read out. Yeah. With this in mind, allow me to ask, who is the other 800-year immortal on Kamishima? Please tell me their name.
Fucking Yuza.
Yup! Correct, the answer is Yusa Minakuchi. To think you got it in one go, you're quite the observant one. What can I say? What can I say?
Because of the amount of times you died in the first episode.
Yeah! And also, when they say death, I mean, I wasn't counting the deaths that I had when I was diving, but I did end up counting the fact that he went to the fucking hole. And that is the only thing that he speaks about. That he went to the hole and he remembered blacking out. And then he was back to the surface. Yeah, he blacked out because he died.
Yeah.
Every time Yusa ran out of oxygen while diving, he suffocated to death in the ocean depths. Yup. However, following his demise, he returned to life and was able to continue where he had left off.
That's why you didn't lose any levels when you died either.
Yeah! It would normally be highly unusual for someone to reach a diver rank of 71 on their first outing. Such a feat would be difficult indeed unless one was unburdened by the fear of failure or the fear of death. It was this knowledge of his own immortality that led to him displaying such an uncanny degree of confidence. Oh, fucking course it is. As you may have suspected, Yusa Minakuchi became an 800-year immortal 5 years ago when he was saved by a mermaid! Yup!
So, yeah, he's barely into his fucking immortality then.
Yeah, he just started out. In truth, help arrived too late that fateful day, and it became the first time he lost his life. I wonder what light this new information will cast on events going forward. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Holy shit! What a reveal! Let me guess.
Please say we got more Yuza. We got more Yuza!
I fucking knew it!
We got more Yuza!
Visions of the future, accepted fate. Okay, so yeah, this is after the bat and after everybody fucking died. I'm gonna fucking bet this is gonna lead up to us doing the whole thing to defeat the curse for good. So next time we're going for this. But for now, that's all for today, guys. Oh my god, this is so good. But yeah, guys.
Oh my god.
If you guys like this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And become part of this Discord server, so we start new uploads to YouTube, and in a few months, go live on Twitch for some of the games. And with all that out of the way, I bid you all, my dear travelers, adieu. So bye bye and have a great day, everybody.
Bye bye.